Welcome to Angel's online platform. 11th Neet test date 27 January 2026. Question number 91. The maximum growth rate occur in. So the maximum growth rate is occur in exponential phase. So correct answer is D. Analysis of growth at cellular level is done by. So we can determine increase in protoplasm at cellular level. So correct option is A. Question number 93. In terms of wall thickening and protoplasmic modification, plant cell attain their maximum size during. So plant cell attain their maximum size during the phase of maturation. So correct answer is C. Question number 94. Incorrect about geometrical growth is. After mitosis, both daughter cells retain the capacity of division. So it is a correct statement. Geometrical growth pattern follow a linear curve. So it is incorrect statement and correct option B, because it follows sigmoidal curve. Less common than arithmetic growth in plant. It is a correct statement, and growth rate rapidly increase. So in 94, correct option is B. 95, exponential growth can be expressed as. So correct option is D. Wt is equal to W naught e raised to RT. So it is a correct explanation of arithmetic growth. Sorry, exponential growth. Question number 96. The curve for arithmetic growth is. So for arithmetic growth, a curve is linear only. Question number 97. The phases of maturation is characterized by. So the phases of maturation is characterized by thick cell wall and protoplasmic modification only. The growth is primarily affected by two climatic factor, namely. So it is a light and temperature only. Correct option is A. Question number 99. The cell derived from a root apical and shoot apical meristem and cambium differentiated and mature to perform a specific function. This act leading to a maturation, the term is, so this term is differentiation only, definition of differentiation. The process in which the cells or tissue once again lose the capacity to divide but mature to perform a specific function referred as. So it is a definition of redifferentiation. So answer B is correct. Select the correct statement. Larkspur show environmental heterophyly. Wrong option. Wrong statement. Larkspur show a phases of growth in heterophyly. Buttercup show environmental heterophyly. Okay. Corcambium giving rise to mature tissue is an example of redifferentiation. So it is a correct statement. Growth include development and differentiation. So it's wrong option. Development include growth and differentiation. Okay, and gravity does not affect the growth, it affect. Okay, so only B answer is correct. B statement is correct. Plasticity in plant growth means that the plant growth is dependent on environmental condition as well as phases of growth. So here B is correct option. Question number 103. Development in a plant refer to all changes from. So from seed germination to sanation is called development only. Development is considered as a sum of. Okay, so development is considered as sum of growth and differentiation. So here option D is correct. Intrinsic and extrinsic factors that affect the development of plant are. So intrinsic factor is auxin and ethylene, and external factor or extrinsic factor is light. Okay, so here C option is correct. Question number 106. Which of the following auxin is not isolated from plant? मतलब natural auxins नहीं है. Okay, so naphthalene acetic acid NAA is artificial or synthetic oxime. It is not isolated from plant. Gibberellins are obtained from which of the fungus? Okay, so it is obtained from Gibberella fujikuri. So option A is correct. Gibberellin was discovered by, so it is discovered by E. Kurosawa in 1926. Which of the following is the first discovered gibberellin? Okay, so first discovered gibberellin is GA3. Skoog and Miller discovered. So Skoog and Miller discovered kinetin or cytokinin. So here correct option is B. Question number 111. Which of the following is induced fruit set in pineapple? So for fruit set of pineapple, ethylene is used. So correct answer is D. Adenine derivatives are. So cytokinin is adenine derivatives only. Question number 113. Which phytohormone is responsible for phenomenon for promotion of female flower in cucumber? So it's a function of ethylene only. Highest concentration of auxin exist in. So it is obviously present at root and shoot tip. So growing tip of plant. B option is correct. Which of the following is a terpene derivative? So obviously gibberellic acid is terpene derivative only. Full form of IAA stand for. So it is indole 3 acetic acid. So option D is correct. Question number 117. Abscisic acid is responsible for. So it is responsible for leaf fall and dormancy. Question in 117, D is correct option. Which response of growth hormone is true for ethylene? So increase in fruit ripening is the correct option. The hormone that controls xylem differentiation and help in cell division is. So xylem differentiation, auxin is responsible. Gibberellin induce. So gibberellin is induced hydrolyzing enzyme in germinating seeds, or seed germination is increased by gibberellin. Mammalian lungs have numerous alveoli for. So it increases the surface area and gaseous exchange. So here A option is correct. The function of conducting part in respiratory system of human is. So the function of conducting part is to clear foreign particles, humidified atmospheric air and bring air to body temperature. So all of this above option are correct. All of the above are the function of respiratory system in human. Which of the following prevent collapsing of trachea? Okay, so option is muscle, diaphragm, rib and cartilaginous ring. Okay, so cartilaginous ring is correct option. It prevent trachea. If A is primary bronchi, B is alveolar duct, C is alveoli, D is secondary bronchi, E is terminal bronchi. So what are the correct sequence if starting from trachea? T. Okay, obviously T is first. Then trachea is opening into primary bronchi. Primary bronchi is open into secondary bronchi. So TAD. Okay, so here two options are there. Then it open into terminal bronchioles. Then alveolar duct and then alveoli. Okay, so B option is correct. ना लास्ट में आपको बी एंड सी में थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है, बट लास्ट जो पार्ट है दैट इज alveoli only. Which set of the animal have the same respiratory organ? Okay, so aquatic arthropod and terrestrial mollusk. Aquatic arthropod contain gills, terrestrial mollusk contain lungs. Sponges from body surface. Earthworm has moist skin. Reptile and mammals have lungs. So here C option is correct. Amphibian and insect also have different respiratory organs. Conducting part of respiratory system in human body extended from. Okay, so it is extended from external nostril up to terminal bronchioles. Okay, so B option is correct. Sorry. Then question number 127. Which of the following correct sequence steps involved in respiration? So you have to arrange the sequence. So first is pulmonary ventilation, means C option. Then D, diffusion of gases at alveolar surface. Then B, transport of gases between blood and up to tissue. Then exchange of gases between blood and tissue, and then last option, utilization of oxygen by body cells. Okay, so here B option is correct. Which of the following step not involved in respiration? So here C option is correct. Provide nutrient and oxygen to all living cells of the body. And it involve in oxygen, providing oxygen, but it not involve providing of nutrition. During inspiration, air passes into lungs due to. Okay, so it is passed due to increase in volume of thoracic cavity and fall in lung pressure. Okay, matlab lung pressure is decrease and thoracic volume is increase. During inspiration, the diaphragm become contract and flatten. Okay, नीचे जाएगा तो flat हो जाएगा. तो option B is correct. About 1,200 ml of air left in a lungs is called. Okay, so it is a residual volume only. So C option is correct. Vital capacity of human lungs. Okay, so vital capacity of human lung is 4,000 to 4,500 to 4,500 ml only. Match the column. Question number 133. So tidal volume is 500 ml, so A3. Then inspiratory reserve volume is TB plus IR. It's 2,500 to 3,000 ml. Then vital lung capacity, so it is the sum of ERV, TB and IRV, and inspiratory capacity is TB plus IRV. So here A option is correct. Question number 134. Total volume of air that a person can inspire after a normal expiration is termed as. So it is inspiratory capacity only. Identify the correct sequence of the following event. Air is inspired, increase the thoracic volume, pulmonary, increase in pulmonary volume. Then contraction of intercostal and phrenic muscles. Okay, so here the correct sequence is first contraction of intercostal and phrenic muscles, then increase in thoracic volume, then increase in pulmonary volume, and then air is inspired. Okay, so correct option is D only. Question number 136. The volume of air during force expiration and force inspiration is called. So it's called a vital capacity only. Definition of vital capacity. Question number 137. So you have to identify A and B. So PO2 of deoxygenated blood is 40 mmHg and PCO2 of oxygenated blood is also 40 mmHg. So here D option is correct, 40 mmHg. Question number 138, how the majority of oxygen get transported. Okay, so majority of 97% of oxygen is transported through hemoglobin only, so in form of oxyhemoglobin only, and 3% is dissolved in plasma. Determination of oxygen carried out by hemoglobin is done by, so determination is done by pH, partial pressure of oxygen and CO2. So all of the above are correct option. Only 7% CO2 is carried out in dissolved form, and that is through a plasma only. So here B option is correct. Factor favorable for formation of oxyhemoglobin are, so if temperature less H plus concentration and less temperature, it increase the formation of oxyhemoglobin. So B is correct option. Question number 142. Which hormone promote internode and or petiole elongation in deep water rice? So for deep water rice we use ethylene. So correct answer is B, ethylene. Question number 143. What percentage of oxygen is carried in a dissolved state that through plasma? Okay, so only 3% oxygen is dissolved through plasma. Question number 144. Which of the following enzyme is involved in this conversion? So this reaction is catalyzed by carbonic anhydrase only. So B is correct option. Dissociation of carbon dioxide from carbaminohemoglobin take place when? So when PCO2 is low and PO2 is high in alveoli, the dissociation is take place. Question number 146. The rate and depth of respiration shall increase when? So when CO2 concentration is increases, the rate of respiration is also increases. Question number 147. Chemosensitive area of respiratory center in medulla is affected by. So it is affected by excess of CO2 and H plus ion. When carbon dioxide concentration in a blood increase, breathing become. So when carbon dioxide concentration is increased in a blood, breathing become faster and deeper. A worker has been working in a coal mine for many years without wearing a mask. The probable observation will be. Okay, so the probable observation is inflammation of bronchs and then fibrosis in lungs only. Okay, but fibrosis in kidney is not possible. Question number 150. The chronic disorder which alveolar wall are damaged due to respiratory surface is decreased, which one of the major cause of this cigarette smoking. So it is about emphysema only. So B is correct option. A healthy person contain hemoglobin in every 100 ml of blood. Okay, so healthy person contain 12 to 16 gram of hemoglobin or average 15 gram of hemoglobin in 100 ml of blood. Lifespan of RBC is 120 days only. The clot is a web of, so a clot is web of fibrin with blood cell trapped. Question number 154. Which type of white blood cells are concerned with the release of histamine and natural anticoagulant heparin? So it is a basophil only. Question number 155. RH incompatibility observed between. So if mother is RH negative and father is RH positive, then only it happens, or fetus is Rh positive, then only it's happened. So option A is correct. Question number 156. In an accident, there is a great loss of blood and there is no time to analyze the blood group. Okay, so O Rh negative is universal donor, so we can transfer this blood safely. And individual has O blood group if his or her blood sample clamps only when antiserum A is added or B is added or A or B is added. But if blood group is O, then there is no antigen, so does not clump when either antiserum A and antiserum B is added. Okay. Blood clotting involve conversion of, so it involve conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin only. The number of RBCs per mm in healthy female. Okay, so in healthy female, number of RBC are 5 to 5.5 million per mm cube. What happened when blood group are not compatible during blood transfusion? Disruption of RBC, or RBC is attacked. So here C is correct option. Husband and wife shows their Rh factor because the situation can be serious due to biological incompatibility in one of the following is. So if Rh positive husband and Rh negative wife, then only disease can happen. What type of tissue is blood? So it is a specialized connective tissue. Sorry. Select the incorrect statement. RBC count is 5.5 lakh, only it's million. All mammalian RBC is enucleated without any exception, so wrong option. Eosinophils are WBC least in number, so again wrong option. So all of the three statements are incorrect only. So D option is correct. Incorrect about human RBC. Nucleus is absent, synthesized in bone marrow. Average lifespan is 3 to 4 days, so it is incorrect option. Average lifespan is 120 days. P is a granulocyte are the WBC list in number, and Q is granulocytic WBC list in number. So what are the P and Q? Okay, so P is monocytes and Q is basophil. So here B is correct option. Severe reduction in platelets in body results in, so it results in bleeding at multiple sites because platelet helps in preventing blood clot, it's help in blood clotting. Question number 167. Thrombokinase is associated with, so it is associated with coagulation of the blood. D option is correct. If mother is Rh negative and father is Rh positive, condition of erythroblastosis fetalis may occur. This condition may be avoided by administrating anti-Rh antibody to mother just after birth of first child. Okay, so B option is correct. Now next question 169. Serum is, so serum is a plasma minus fibrinogen and other clotting factor. Lymph can be defined as, so lymph can be defined as a blood minus RBC and platelets. What are the function of lymph? Okay, exchange of nutrient and hormone, absorption of fat, obviously these both are the function of lymph. Accelerate coagulation of blood, so it is not function, so only B and A, and both A and B. D option is correct. Read the following statement and choose the incorrect one. A natural signal through sympathetic nerve can increase in a strength of ventricle contraction. So it is a correct statement. RBC have fixed lifespan 120 days and after they are destroyed in liver. So it is not destroyed in liver, it destroyed in spleen only. So it is a incorrect statement. Basophil are listed in a number among the WBCs, and during a cardiac cycle each ventricle pump approximately 70 ml of blood, which is called stock volume. So it is correct statement. Question number 173. Read the following statement, find out incorrect statement. In ECG, contraction of ventricle start immediately after Q waves and mark begin as diastole. So it mark begins as systole, not diastole. Okay, so here diastole is wrong and it is an incorrect statement and correct answer. Adrenal medullary hormone can increase the cardiac output. So correct statement. High blood pressure leads to heart disease and also affect vital organ like brain and kidney. Correct statement. Ventricular systole increase the ventricular pressure causing closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve due to affect attempted backflow of the blood into atria. Question number 174. Choose the correct statement for apex of ventricle. Normally it remains tilt towards the right side, so it is wrong option, left side hoga. Apex is present in right ventricle, again left is correct. Wrong statement. From apex as we see मतलब superior vena cava enter inside the heart, so it is entered through base only. So again wrong option. From apex Purkinje fiber is arise, so it is only a correct option. Read the following statement carefully and choose the incorrect one. Lymph is a colorless fluid containing specialized lymphocytes. So in lymph, WBC is present. Interventricular septum is thick walled and separated left and right ventricle. Lymph is only a carry for nutrient and hormone. So it is a function, but it is not only the function. And all nodal musculature of heart is autoexcitable. So it is correct option. So incorrect statement is C only. Question number 176. Consider the following step and choose the correct statement. Formation of fibrin by conversion of inactive fibrinogen in plasma by enzyme thrombin. So it is the correct option. Correct statement. Prothrombin is a precursor of thrombin, which is secreted by thrombocytes. So it's not correct statement. It is synthesized in liver only. The thrombocytes release certain factors which activate the mechanism of coagulation. So again correct statement. Blood exhibit coagulation or clotting in response to injury or trauma. So correct statement. Role of calcium ion is clotting is insignificant. So it is a wrong statement. Okay, so correct option is A, C and D. So here B is correct answer. Question number 177. Choose the correct statement. The T wave in ECG represent excitation of ventricles. Wrong option. The sum of P and T waves in a given time period can determine the heart beat rate in an individual. Wrong option. The end of P wave mark the end of systole, end of atrial systole. Okay, not overall systole. So here D, in standard ECG the person is connected by a machine with 3 electrical lead. Okay, so here 177 correct option is D only. 178. Find out the incorrect answer from the following. Veins are typically larger in diameter, correct statement, because their small size and capillary content. Blood that moving more quickly than other part. The wall of arteria are elastic and stretchable and shrink during the change of the blood pressure. So here C is also correct. Veins contain more blood than any other part of the circulatory system. So it is also correct. Here B statement is wrong. Which of the following statement are correct? Neutrophil involved in inflammatory reaction. So first is wrong option. Wrong statement. Plasma without clotting factor is called serum. So it's correct option. Spleen is called graveyard of RBC. Again correct. And basophil secrete histamine, serotonin, and heparin. So it's a correct option. So B, C, and D is correct. D option is correct. Choose the incorrect statement. A healthy adult has average 5 to 5.5 million RBC per mm cube of blood. Correct option. Leukocytes play a significant role in transport of respiratory gases. So here it is a incorrect statement and correct answer. RBC are devoid of nucleus in most of the mammals, so it's correct. And lifespan is 120 days, so again correct. Okay. Hope you done well in your exam. See you tomorrow. Thank you.